Episode 44 of the Digimon Adventure 2020 reboot is dedicated to Kari and Gatomon/Tailmon, and seeing as the last few weeks we've been treated to armor evolutions, many fans were wondering if this week's battle would see Kari bust out Angewomon or something else, like the Armor Digivolution Nefertimon. So what went down and who did we get? It's been a wild last few weeks to be sure. So this episode sees the kids stumble upon another biome that is actually a giant Digimon's back. I was a bit skeptical of this week's premise because we've had a similar setup before with Eldoradimon having an entire continent on its back earlier in the series, and even that Flying Forest episode with Taichi and Sora a few weeks back, it got a bit of a deja vu thing for me. So it wasn't a jaw-dropping setup or twist or anything, but we learned that this giant forest Digimon, Petalldramon, is a quote-unquote legendary Digimon, and once waged an epic war against another giant Digimon. The battle never reached a true, resolute ending, and Petalldramon has more or less been wandering, unable to rest until it can end that battle with the mystery giant Digimon. I like that the world history has more than just that one Millenniumon war, so this is welcome, and I like that the other Digimon treat a legendary Digimon like meeting a celebrity. Meanwhile, they are the main characters. Kari, always one to sympathize with the digital monsters she meets. She's particularly fond of Petalldramon, and we get a few great scenes with Kari being able to awaken a blossoming scene near the head of Petalldramon, proving that there is still life and light left in this forest. Not long after a very cute campfire scene with the team finally getting a scene of them resting, we learn that the enemy Digimon is back. Its name is Entomon, and a new battle commences. The other kids besides Kari have their Digimon transformed to champions and fly off, while Kari stays back with Commandamon and Petalldramon, but this means she gets cut off from the others when Entomon and Petalldramon create a barrier around themselves to wage their war inside. Petalldramon actually gets impaled and takes some pretty brutal hits. I wasn't expecting this, and seeing the situation get as dire and dark as it did was for sure a highlight of the episode for me. Kari can't take it and she charges towards the action, calling Gatomon/Tailmon, who transforms to Angewomon. So yes, Angewomon is our Digimon of the week, not Nefertimon. Sorry, 02 crew. This is totally fine because the show never even hinted that Nefertimon was around the corner. If any fan is disappointed, we really only have ourselves to blame for speculating too hard. Though I will say, I thought it was a bit underwhelming that this epic Kari moment just resulted in a Digimon we already know, Angewomon, showing back up. And also in a bit of an underwhelming transformation scene. I understand not every human character moment needs to be or can be accented by a new Digimon transformation, but something about this climax didn't quite do it for me this week, but let me know what you all think. I was really interested in what Kari was going to do when she was running towards Petalldramon, especially after the teaser images of her screaming her lungs out, and learning that it just amounted in her summoning her Digimon that she already had. I don't know, it didn't blow me away, that's for sure. I wasn't expecting her to just shout Tailmon. Angewomon does not fight. She actually gives Petalldramon a divine pep talk plus some holy energy and tells Kari that the battle is in Petaldramon's hands now. For one, it was super similar to Angewomon giving that divine pep talk to Agumon's Mugendramon form back in episode 24. So the dust settles and Petalldramon has formed a new forest in the shape of itself and Entomon's silhouettes. It's a very pretty send-off, and I like the rebirth element of the story. I remember in Ocarina of Time when the Great Deku Tree turns back into a little sprout. I always loved that. But even this moment felt reminiscent of the Lilymon versus Andromon fight, at least visually, with both ending in the battlefield and enemy transforming into nature. There was just a little too much familiarity in this episode for my liking. From Petaldramon's similarity to Eldoradimon as a concept, to Angewomon's sort of unceremonious usage and the pep talk being so similar to what Angemon did with Agumon when he turned into Mugendramon, and then visually the battle climaxing in enemies turning into nature. But let me know if you feel otherwise. If you love the episode, that's super valid, and don't let me rain on your parade. I'd just be lying to you if I said that I thought this was a genius episode or something. Based Digimon had a completely different reading and analysis. If what I'm saying feels off to you, if you don't agree, definitely check out the new Based Digimon video, as you might relate more to that analysis of the episode. So, my favorite episode of the series? Definitely not, but it's not a bad piece of television by any means. Was I hoping to get a little more consequence out of the series 44 out of 60 something episodes in? Yes, but I know that next week we have something special coming. Spoiler warning if you like to skip those next time on Digimon segments, but we are seeing Metal Garurumon next week. Finally, another mega that isn't Taichi's. So far we've seen 3 Tai megas before another kid even gets one, so Gabumon fans, look forward to next week and be sure to come back to my channel as I will be breaking down this debut and asking questions like how it compares to the 1999 version of the debut. So subscribe if you can. But that'll do it for me. Thank you for watching. Comment and let me know if you think we've seen the last of Armor Evolution in Digimon 2020 now that megas are on their way with Metal Garurumon, or if you think there's still a chance given the amount of episodes left in the series run. Alright, until next time, get hyped for Metal Garurumon and I'll see you in the next video.